How is everybody doing today? My name is Master Zero and welcome back to another reaction video. This time we're reacting to how a nuclear war will start minute by In a Nutshell. Alright, so this topic always intrigued me, but in like the word dread, like the biggest form of the word dread that you could think of, you know? This is always in the back of my mind because, like, obviously a bunch of countries, I'm pretty sure almost every single country now has like at least one nuclear arm, you know? So it's kind of crazy that that's just kind of looming over us, you know? Like I said, dread, man. Like it all accumulates into that, man. So this is really interesting, like how minute by minute it would go, because like if one person launches a nuke, I'm just expecting like everybody else just to launch them. I'm not gonna lie, like when nuclear war starts, I think it's just gonna be the end as soon as it starts. But I'm really excited to get this going. Hopefully they kind of shed some positivity, because every time I go into these I seem to be a little more just doom and gloom the entire time. So I'm just really excited. So without any further ado, here is how a nuclear war will start.
Mr. President,
yes?
nuclear missiles will strike our country in 14 minutes.
14 minutes?
I know it's your first
oh
day
my god,
office,
my
I'm going
watch!
to walk you through it,
This is beautiful, by the way. I wasn't expecting a POV.
Nuclear retaliation in response, and you've only got a few minutes to make a decision.
What if I just don't do anything?
Tensions have escalated rapidly in the past
Okay,
days.
Duck Dynasty.
Today's joint Allied aerial defense exercise began just minutes before.
What is happening? I wasn't expecting this type of video at all.
Maybe. We assume the sudden attack is meant to neutralize as many of our nuclear forces as possible.
Okay.
But that doesn't matter now. Missiles are in the air, and we can't shoot all of them down.
Okay,
Why?
this is why I am not a president. What the actual hell?
Missiles are basically rockets launched into space.
Oh yeah,
before
I've seen Captain America. Yes.
Over their target and releasing many different warheads.
You have to bring it down in the Arctic.
Higher and faster than anything you can send after them. We need to get you to the bunker.
What the actual? Okay.
Here's what we know. 4 minutes ago, our new
I really love. I know I said it before,
detected
but like the POV aspect of this, man.
Consistent with ICBM launches from the enemy's
And the
inner
animation, it's
territories.
like out of
For some reason, only 20 of their
Baldi's
80
basics.
underground nuclear silos seem to have fired, so we suspect most of them were transporter erector launchers.
Oh, really?
You know, trucks with big missiles.
Yes,
on them.
very
It's
big
unclear
missiles.
why they didn't
I've
use
seen the
all their
Incredible Hulk.
silos. They
I'll
might
stop, I'm
not work
sorry.
after more than 30 years, or they might be keeping them in reserve. The fog of war is keeping many things unclear.
That is
Aerospace
true, I
Command
guess.
Thinks the ICBMs are targeting our nuclear command centers, silos, and major Air Force and Navy bases.
Okay.
ending
I
this
mean,
war
that would
before
be
we have a
smart,
chance to
yeah.
act. The enemy's strategic doctrine prioritizes military targets and our
Oh.
nuclear weapon systems, but their secondary targets are our industry and infrastructure. All
Okay,
refineries,
yeah.
power stations, and
But I
deep
think
water
this is
ports,
just
all
like
located
the
near
general
or
guy just
in
wanting to
major
blow people
population
up.
centers.
What if he's making all this up? We don't
won't
know.
the exact casualty count for a few weeks. Deaths from the
Or maybe
blast
it's actually
and burns
happening.
may be a few million today. It's morning rush hour, and there's not much to be done for people stuck in
Dude.
traffic. People in major metro areas
this
can't
got
really evacuate,
real quick.
But emergency broadcasts are being sent out to shelter in place and away
Oh
from
my
windows.
god.
Radiation exposure for intact population centers
Fallout
is
made
highly
this part
dependent on the
fun.
weather over the next week. We might be looking at dozens of millions of deaths by the end of the
Dozens
month.
of millions
For the
of
next
death.
few minutes,
Holy
we can
crap.
still respond. But you
What?
need to decide. We've got 1,500 warheads
Oh, man,
across
you
our
got
silos,
very
bombers,
detailed
and
at the end there.
submarines. The 400 in silos need to be launched now before they get
No.
taken out. 46 nuclear-capable bombers on.
Do you know
high
the
alert
story of the
can
guy
be
that
ready
stopped
to
the
take
Cold
off in
War?
2 minutes.
Or
Though we need to
was it the
transmit
Cold War?
order
I don't
right
remember.
away to get them out of the blast radius if you want to consider using them. Of our 40 nuclear submarines, 5
Am I thinking of the
presently at
X-Men
sea.
movie?
While they're submerged, they're undetectable, so that's our backup for a nuclear retaliation if we lose our silos and bombers. We
Dude.
could try to use them to bomb out their remaining silo fields before they can launch them. The sooner you commit to it, the better the chance we have of preventing a
I
further
mean,
exchange
call
after
me
our
a
retaliation.
glass half full kind of guy,
Updates.
but
We have radar confirmation that the enemy ICBMs
I
have
don't
completed
wanna be
their
shooting
burn
back,
and
though.
deployed their warheads. Our best guess is that each missile will
It
deploy
could
at
still
least
be me
6
a
re-entry
misunderstanding.
vehicles, about 600 in total, which
I
is
don't
the
think
part
it
that carries
is.
a warhead back into the atmosphere during its terminal descent onto the target.
Oh,
and
yeah.
with many more decoys on top of that, inflatable balloons meant
Dude.
to waste any anti-missiles.
they
We're
really
now
thought of everything in
tracking
this
nearly 4,000
hyperactive
potential
situation
targets.
scenario.
Our anti-ballistic missiles have been launched and will begin their
Have?
intercept
Like
in
right now?
another minute.
Oh.
We'll do our best to protect the capital, although there really is no defense. Wait, confirming a partial radar blackout.
Hit it.
Our systems seem to be
Here you go.
glitchy.
A
The
little
enemy
more.
must have anticipated we'd launch our interceptors and pre-detonated
Dude,
a few warheads at
Is
high
this like
altitude. That
literally
ionizes
the
atmosphere
enemy
and
is
creates
always
radar
3 steps ahead of
interference.
you?
Our interceptors should still operate okay. They've had a 55% success rate in tests, but never with this many decoys or with radar interference this intense. We might shoot down 50 objects, but there's no guarantee they're warheads. It looks like most bombs are going to get through.
Do they actually do this?
Is our last
I know
chance
those
to
like
counterattack. We're out of time.
things
Our
that like
launch
stop
sequence
heat-seeking
takes
missiles
5
from
minutes.
following
We
you,
have to
but
transmit and confirm a
they
launch
actually like
follow,
launch
and the
balloons
missile
and
needs
stuff because
time
that's
to clear the
very
blast
smart.
radius of the incoming bomb. This is a lot to take in, but the war plan is
You
made.
don't say.
You just need to enter
You're
the
just
launch
now telling me
authorization
this
codes
now?
and push this button to transmit them. You can't do anything else to save more of our people. If you don't launch now, then this war will be over before it even begins.
I can't even
You
do this in
understand?
333. I see that
This is our
everywhere.
one chance, right?
No.
The effect? Enemy civilian casualties are hard to estimate, but should be similar to ours. A few million right away.
No,
perhaps a few tens of million by the
I'm
end
not
of the
pressing
month.
the button.
The total fallout from their attacks and ours might trigger a nuclear winter, potentially
Yeah, that's what I'm
killing
afraid
billions
of,
around
man.
the world, but that might happen even if we don't retaliate. I'm sure you have questions, but you have to give orders without expecting answers right now. With an attack
no,
of this
don't
scale,
you be
there's
pressing
no
that, buddy.
guarantee communications or assets will be
Okay,
intact
now
in
you
a
got the
few
heartbeat.
minutes.
Oh, right, now
We're
you're
out
getting to
of
me.
time.
I'm sorry.
We need a decision, sir. Can we launch?
No.
Nuclear wars aren't regular wars. They only last minutes, and in times of crisis, small conflicts can rapidly spiral out of control. And
Is this the
small
breathing?
communication lags
Can
to
I
sensor
breathe?
errors to just uncertainty in the fog of war mean that no leader will ever have a complete idea of what's happening as a crisis unfolds. When
You don't
tensions are
say.
high, accidents or misunderstandings
God
can steer
damn.
leaders, even those with
That's
good
an
intentions, to
understatement.
launch a nuclear attack. Confused and with
And
incomplete
it's just
information,
one button?
a single
Obviously not.
person-
There's like
Yes,
way more
It's really just one single person who decides, can literally
safety
make
measures.
civilization-ending decisions, killing hundreds of millions of people in the time it takes to watch a YouTube video. This story is fiction, but
Made
the
it a
world
little
came very
real,
close to
huh,
this
buddy?
several times. In 1995, Russian radar detected a submarine-launched missile.
Hey,
and
I was
nuclear
talking
forces
about
went
this.
on full alert.
Oh my God, I was
except
right.
It was actually a scientific rocket to study auroras. In 1979,
Or was
US
it this one?
computers reported a
It was an older
full-scale
one.
Soviet attack with only minutes to respond, except it was a training tape being incorrectly loaded into a computer.
Oh, that's
In 1983,
bad.
the Soviet satellite alert system
Soviet.
showed 5 ICBMs launched from
Is
the
this
US.
the one I was thinking about?
But it was a false alarm caused by sunlight reflected on clouds. During the Cuban
What?
Missile Crisis, a Soviet
Cuban.
submarine with
Was
no
it Cuba?
contact to Moscow
Cuba.
for
It was
several
Cuba?
days concluded that nuclear war had begun and decided to launch a nuclear torpedo. Luckily, the authorization of 3 officers was required.
It was this one.
One of them, Vasily Arshipov,
He said
opposed
no.
it. But what if he hadn't? Any
real.
safeguard can fail, no matter how carefully designed it might be.
God, that
And
gets you, man.
decisions are being made right now to build new
really
weapons
makes you
and missile
think.
systems that commit the world to another century of nuclear stalemate,
Just
complicated
stop.
further by China's
You don't
emergence
need
as
to
a
make
nuclear
weapons out of
superpower.
nukes, man. Make
Simply
power out of
accepting that the
nukes.
existence of nuclear weapons is inevitable might mean their use is inevitable.
It's like
But the world
AIs,
doesn't
huh?
have to be this way.
It's
Even
just
incremental
inevitable.
steps taking apart one bomb at a time will eventually
Please?
result in a world with none.
Please.
During the Cold War,
I don't
the
wanna
world
sound
had
like a
over
hippie. Yeah, I do.
70,000 nuclear weapons.
100% wanna
Through
sound like a
arms
hippie right now, dude.
reduction treaties, that
Make
number
love,
is
not
now
war,
about
man.
12,500. Progress is not
Oh?
guaranteed, but it's also not impossible.
Hey?
Governments and
Here's the
militaries
positivity
are not
side
separate
of it.
from their
Okay.
nations. They're part of them, just like you. You have the power to make demands of your leaders,
Yeah,
and
America's
often
on
this
strike.
begins with just being aware of an issue. If you want to learn more, we've compiled a number of resources for you in the video description and our sources. This video was supported
Yeah,
by Open
man.
Philanthropy.
They're doing
Did
the
you know
right
that there are
things.
countless more
Every
Kurzgesagt
time, I love
videos
it.
that we
Hey!
upload on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels.
Yeah, I'm
Bite-sized
still
information,
wondering how to
knowledge,
react to
facts, and
those. I'm
inspiring
working on
thought
it.
experiments. After all, you also need videos
Got my
you can watch
green
quickly
screen
in a
back
bathroom
out.
break.
Maybe I
Our
just might
longer,
react
more
to
in-depth
shorts.
videos are happening here on YouTube. Short form is a completely different challenge that we're
Yeah.
trying to do as well as possible.
Same here.
Check them out if you're curious. And if you want to discuss
The
and share
world
your
be
thoughts about
evolving.
science with other like-minded people, why don't you check out our Discord community with
Hey,
over
what do you mean by
80,000
like-minded?
members. We have channels where you can chat
Just
about
kidding.
STEM topics, participate in events, and the academic question of the week.
That's
And we have
beautiful.
the best emotes.
I don't know
After
why,
all,
but I
we want
refuse to use
spark your
Discord.
curiosity, but it's always more fun to be curious together. See you over there.
That's awesome, man. This one was, oh my god, that was left field as all hell, man. I was not expecting this at all. Alright, man, so pretty much everything I was worried about, like just the sense of dread, you know, I literally started the video with dread, you know, so like, it was in the same vein of what I was thinking it was gonna be, but like, I thought it was gonna be a normal video, like these minute by minute thing, like obviously I should have knew it was gonna be something different, but that was phenomenal, man. It really added that, just the wariness, like just your heart racing. It literally had a heartbeat playing in your ear, you know, like all of that was like really well done, dude. Like the just sense of dread the entire time, and you're like, you have to make a decision now, and you're like, I don't want to, like, to stop the nuclear war or like escalate the nuclear war and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, that part was like amazing. And then the little after thing that he did, like explaining everything and stuff like that, that was beautiful too, because it's like that ray of hope that In a Nutshell videos always seem to do, you know. It's like during it or at the beginning, like I have this mindset that it's just bad, it's negative, oh that's terrible, but then like they're like, oh well, we're actually finding ways to get rid of all the bombs and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, like progress, you know, like there is some light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to nuclear war, dude. But like all in all, this thing was the topic of this alone is like terrifying, dude. It is so scary. I guess that's why like the whole dread part of this video was so like impactful, man, because like I'm just assuming here, like this is my experience, I don't know any of y'all guys' experience, but like the whole like in the back of your mind, like these nuclear weapons are out there, and at any given moment they could just get launched, which is really crazy, if not by the country that owns them or by a malevolent force that's hacking them, trying to like have them as the bad guy or something, you know. Like it could be like very complex and complicated, and that we don't know all the variables, you know. So like if we just start shooting nukes back at them, like what does that solve? That solves absolutely nothing. Like I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like why do we even make them in the beginning? But I don't know, I'm getting off topic here, but like no, I'm not. All in all, fantastic work, man. I want more of these like minute by minute little POV things. Like I really liked it. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Leave a like down below, subscribe, ring the bell, become a member. You get videos a day early, and check out the merch. So with that said, I have been Master Zero. Y'all guys have been fantastic, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Later days.